Hey guys, my name is Aditya and today I'm going to be reading this book called Marmaduke the Very Different Dragon. Marmaduke the Very Different Dragon by Rachel Valentine and illustrated by Ed Eves. Marmaduke was different, but the other dragons were purple with smooth, shiny scales, but Marmaduke was faded orange with sticky out scales. But the other dragons has tiny, neat ears, but Marmaduke's ears, well, they were enormous, and while the other dragons loved to fly, Marmaduke didn't. His wings were different, they were unusual, and because he didn't want anyone to see them, he never flew. Marmaduke had always wanted to protect a princess, but he never had a chance. One day he asked the other dragons for help. You they love protect a princess, Marmaduke, you don't even fly. Princess needs dragons like us, not you. Marmaduke wandered sadly through the woods when suddenly he spotted a tower with a beautiful princess leaning out to the highest window and no dragon protecting her. This is my chance, thought Marmaduke, trembling. He called, Excuse me, I don't suppose I was wondering, could I be a dragon? The princess looked down. You're not really a proper dragon, are you? She sniffed. You're not even the right color. My dad is getting a real dragon to keep me safe. Poor Marmaduke, he turned and ran as fast as he could all the way to his cave. He curled up on his bed. I don't like being different, he said, as a tear rolled down his cheek. But a long way away, someone else was being different too, Princess Meg. But the other princess was quiet with pretty dresses and neat hair. But Meg was loud with a crazy dress and very messy hair. And while the other princesses sat calmly on the chairs, Meg loved to dance in the most unprincess-like way. None of the dragons wanted to protect Meg, but she didn't mind. Who'd want to steal me? She chuckled. I don't need a dragon. And Meg was happy, especially today. She felt like dancing. She discoed across the drawbridge, leapt over logs, twisted through tall trees and danced till dusk. But Meg was having too much fun, and as she boogied through the bushes, she realized she was lost deep in the woods, in the dark, all alone. Help, she cried, please help, but she was so far away no one could hear her. Or could they? Because a long way away there was someone who, with enormous ears, someone who heard Marmaduke. He leapt out of his cave, galloped through the trees, dashed across the rocks, and hurtled round the bushes. I've come to rescue you, Marmaduke puffed proudly. Oh, thank you, cried Meg. Meg leapt on Marmaduke's back, ready to fly, but Marmaduke started to run. I think flying would be quicker, said Meg. I don't fly, said Marmaduke quickly. My wings don't look like the other dragon's wings. They're different. I'm sure they're fine, said Meg kindly. Why don't you show me? And very slowly Marmaduke opened his wings. Up they went. Up they went to the sky. The most amazing wings Meg has ever seen. Those are different, gasped Meg, and they're shimmering and sparkle, fantastically different, beautiful. Marmaduke smiled. Really? Really, shouted Meg. Let's go. Up and up they shouted. As they reached Meg's tower, Marmaduke took a deep breath. I don't suppose you need a dragon to protect you, he asked nervously. Meg shook her hand. Not really. You see, I'm not like other princes. Marmaduke's face fell and he turned away sadly. But then Meg smiled. I would like a friend though, she said. A wonderful, different friend, a friend just like you. Marmaduke and Meg were different, fantastically brilliant, happily different. Together, the other dragons watched them shaking their hands. Really, they're having too much fun, they grumbled. They're far too happy. I wish that I could be that different. So, I read the book I recommend this book to everyone. A rating, I would give it 5 out of 5. So don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Bye.